All that glitters is proving to be gold. Harmony, the miner's annual profit has more than doubled on the back of a stronger gold price. Darling Lechela caught up with company CEO Peter Steenkamp for further insight on its performance.
We can thank both of those two issues. First of all, we had a fantastic tailwind with the gold price, so we are very happy for that. But we also had a very, very good performance with all our operations doing very well. Our grade improved by 6%, our production improved by 6%. And we really had the cost under control. If we look at our normal cost in terms of in total cost, it was within inflation. So it was a really, really good year for us in the last year.
Let's zoom in more on those costs. The all-in sustaining costs up a tepid 1%. How has the group managed to keep the cost base so low?
Well, I think in the first place, there is a unit cost. So because of the units increasing, being more gold that we produced, the unit costs do come down. But I think we really try to make our cost predictable over time. You know that we have signed a 5-year wage agreement with our unions. Yeah. We keep, we try and, really manage our cost, and Harmony have got a DNA of not really wasting money. So we have I think we have got a good control on our cost, on our contracts, on our suppliers, and obviously also on one of our major costs, which is labor that we've signed. And then obviously the one that is always an issue is energy. And there the benefits of the renewables that we built and what we are still in the pipeline to be built, it will help us with that energy cost.
Let's talk about that energy costs and, the projects that you have been building in terms of renewables, and maybe just shift to what we're seeing playing out in terms of load shedding and, now more power being supplied. How has that impacted the business?
Yeah, we always used to have load curtailment. So we could, we were allowed to cut our own consumptions at the times, we can decide where we want to cut it. So that worked well for us. So we never had an impact on our business through load shedding period that we had in South Africa, because we managed to do it ourselves. Obviously at the moment it's not necessary, but important is that we get the renewables in to make sure that we get the cost of energy lower over the longer term.
Peter, given the tragic loss of 7 miners' lives in this current financial period, can you just outline what Harmony Gold's key initiatives and strategies are to achieve a fatality-free operation and just improve safety operations?
One life lost is life too many. And we really, as a team and as a group and, through all our stakeholders, really want to turn this thing around. So we embarked in 2017 on a process of, a whole thing that we call the Tipakotsi, which is getting home safe kind of journey. And we've worked on changing the culture, the safety culture of the company. Now, we are very well advanced as far as that concerned. They are really, really fantastic pockets of excellence that we have in the organization. And we believe that the strategy we have is a good one, is a one that will deliver us the results that we have. And so we do it with everybody involved. We work it together. We as a team believe that we cannot continue having loss of lives going forward. And we had a dramatic improvement over the years since we started with it. But we obviously still not there, and really looking forward to be able to further bring that number down to 0. And I think it is possible for us to get there.
That's right. Now, Harmony has also been diversifying away from gold per se and, investing more into its copper assets, ramping up those copper production plans and targeting first copper from its Australia mining project by 2028. Just take us through those plans.
Yes, that is the Eva Copper project that we bought end of last year. It is obviously a fantastic project. We're in the process of doing the final work to get it, permitted, and then of course make the final investment decision. That will probably happen around about June next year. And then it's a 2-year build, a short build to build the mine, and then it will be coming to production. It is a mine that will be in northern Queensland. It is a very, very good area to mine, very good deposit, and obviously going to be in the middle of the cost curve. The global cost curve around about there. But we're looking forward to that. We are doing the final work now to get the permits done and then eventually we'll start with the mining.
Peter, before I let you go, in some investors' circles, there have been murmurings around the dividend, with some saying it was too low considering the company's record performance. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, we stuck to our policy, which is a 20% of net free cash flow. So that's what we stuck to. So that I think is quite predictable that what our dividend would have been. Yes, and we are in a very high capital spend at the moment. We, as you know, we also announced 6 months ago the extension of Mponeng mine. So we've got three big projects going in South Africa at the moment, and Eva Copper most likely will be done in next year. So we believe that it's prudent for us to have a little bit of a war chest of cash, plus obviously our facilities that we have, to be able to deliver these projects without going to the market for assistance. So I think our shareholders, most of them would be happy with that.
That was the CEO of Harmony Gold, Peter Steenkamp.